Life often feels like a series of challenges, from overwhelming obstacles to uncertain futures. Yet through it all, the Bible offers timeless wisdom to inspire, encourage, and strengthen us. Its stories and teachings remind us of the power of faith, perseverance, and love, urging us to trust in a greater plan. Consider the story of David and Goliath. A young shepherd facing an enormous warrior armed with only a sling and a few stones seems like a recipe for defeat. Yet David's faith in God gave him the courage to conquer what seemed impossible. His victory reminds us that no matter how daunting our challenges appear, trusting in God can empower us to overcome them. Faith, not size or strength, is what truly matters. This same faith is echoed in Jeremiah 29:11, where God declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." In moments of uncertainty, it's easy to feel lost or question the direction of our lives. But this verse reassures us that even when we don't see the full picture, God is working for our good. Trusting in His plan allows us to move forward with hope and confidence. Great accomplishments often begin with humble beginnings. Jesus illustrates this beautifully in the parable of the mustard seed. Though the smallest of seeds, it grows into a mighty tree. This teaches us that even the tiniest acts of faith, the smallest steps toward our dreams, can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Whether it's a personal goal, a relationship, or a calling, don't despise small beginnings. Nurture what you have, and trust God to make it flourish. Yet pursuing our goals often demands strength, and that's where Philippians 4:13 comes in. "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." This verse reminds us that we don't have to rely solely on our own abilities. When we feel weak or incapable, God provides the strength we need to keep going. It's not about our limitations, but about His limitless power working through us. Strength and perseverance are also found in loyalty and love, as seen in the story of Ruth. After losing her husband, Ruth could have chosen the easier path and returned to her family. Instead, she remained loyal to her mother-in-law Naomi, declaring, "Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay." Her unwavering devotion led to restoration and blessings she couldn't have foreseen. This reminds us that faithfulness, even in difficult times, is always worth it. In those moments of difficulty and confusion, Proverbs 3:5-6 offers invaluable wisdom. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Sometimes life doesn't make sense, and we're tempted to rely on our own reasoning. Yet this verse encourages us to surrender our plans to God, trusting Him to guide us in the right direction. His wisdom is far greater than ours. Courage also plays a vital role in trusting God, as seen in the story of Esther. Risking her life to save her people, Esther was reminded by her cousin Mordecai, "Who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?" Like Esther, we each have moments in life where we are called to rise above fear and act boldly. These moments may not only change our lives, but also impact others in profound ways. Even when we're weary, Isaiah 40:31 reassures us, "Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint." Waiting on God isn't about passivity, it's about trusting His timing. When we feel drained or defeated, God renews our strength, giving us the ability to press on. This strength is closely tied to love and compassion, as seen in the parable of the Good Samaritan. When others ignored a man in need, the Samaritan stopped, showing mercy and kindness. Jesus calls us to do the same, reminding us to love your neighbor as yourself. In a world that often encourages selfishness, this story challenges us to act with love and empathy. Compassion has the power to transform not only the lives of those we help, but our own as well. Ultimately, the foundation of all these lessons lies in Psalm 23, one of the most comforting passages in the Bible. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters." This psalm paints a picture of God's constant presence, guiding us through life's trials and joys. When we trust in Him, we find peace, provision, and protection, no matter what challenges come our way. Each of these stories and verses weaves a tapestry of hope, strength, and love. They remind us that life's difficulties are not insurmountable when we walk in faith, trust in God's plan, and show kindness to others. Let these lessons inspire you to face life's challenges with courage, knowing that you are never alone. Trust in God, and He will guide you every step of the way.